I was supposed to do a review video for Black Desert Online 2 years ago, and I've been playing it on and off ever since it came out in North America. Now, originally I was going to do this in a yes, should you play it, or no, you shouldn't play it kind of format, but over time and through lots of procrastination, I've been putting it off, and I'm finally free of the game to tell you why. If we take the game as it stands on its own merits, it is a really good experience. It's really fun. It's got fast-paced combat that kind of plays like a Dynasty Warriors game when you're doing PvE, and it plays like a character action game like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta if you're doing PvP, with some obvious differences. But the life skills are relatively simple to get into, depending on how much time you're willing to invest in it. But this is a game that really rewards you just for being online. So even if you aren't actively playing it, the act of being logged in to a character means that you're going to be making some form of money or getting some sort of item, because they love to just... It's a constant thank you for playing our game situation. The problem, however, is that this is a sandbox MMO, which means that a huge part of the experience is with the players. Now, I could sit here and tell you that all of the players are douchebags and you're going to have a bad time, but it's really not the case, because you never know what somebody else is going to do. You can have entire days where everyone's really nice and helpful. You can go into grind spots and nobody will mess with you. Or you can have days where there is literal anarchy on the roads, like complete Mad Max anarchy outside of all safe zones, where you can be attacked just for stepping foot outside of a town. Wars happening constantly and everyone just being generally toxic. And it's just a roll of the dice. And that's kind of a running theme with Black Desert, because everything from how you get good gear to how you upgrade it to what sort of experience you're going to be having as you play is a complete roll of the dice. It's RNG as to whether or not a world boss is going to drop the gear that you want. It's RNG whether or not you'll upgrade a piece of armor or a weapon to the next level. It's just so completely out of your control that it kind of makes me question why people are willing to put up with the game for so long, and why I was willing to put up with the game for so long. Well, the reason that I was willing to put up with the game for so long is because, for me personally, it's hard to get upset at a game that I have no real control over. So like, obviously each person, it's up to them to master their class and really get to know their moves and how they work and what they're good against and what they're not good against. But when it came down to, oh, my gear got downgraded, it's hard to be upset, because it's like there's really nothing I could have done. This could have happened to anyone. It's not a matter of skill or time or even money, because it's not a very pay to win game, even though it is an expensive game if you want to buy outfits. But when in games where it's all about your skill, when you do bad, you can get mad, like I should have done better, I could have done better, and then that's where that sort of frustration comes from. But in Black Desert, I don't really get that, because it's like, it's not a gameplay scenario. Skill isn't a factor. There's nothing that you can do, so why get upset over it? So if you're the type of person who does get mad at that sort of thing, who needs that sort of control and input, and you're not a fan of random chances on pretty much everything, then I would definitely not recommend this game, because this is random the game. And that's going to be your experience no matter what you decide to do. Even stuff like farming and gathering has a random chance of whether or not you'll get more or less of an item, if you get that item at all. For someone who's been playing a game for 2 years, I sure don't have a whole lot to say about it, huh? but that's kind of the nature of a sandbox game. I can tell you my experiences and how much fun I had with the game, but at the very bottom, I have to put in fine print, your experience will definitely vary. There's no maybe about it. But if you have played the game, tell me what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are if you haven't played it and what sort of impression my video gave you. If you are determined to give it a shot, go for it. And let me know what you think of it. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Check out some of my other videos and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like, would you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.